Hi, welcome to our channel Programming of Mind, where we accelerate your knowledge with concise, from high-value book summaries. Let's begin. The resistance of external forces, the challenges of life and the environment. While internal resistance is often the most challenging force to overcome, external factors also play a significant role in sabotaging our efforts. Life circumstances, societal pressures, and the opinions of others can all serve as external sources of resistance, making it even harder to stay focused on your goals. This section explores the impact of external forces on our work, how to navigate them, and how to maintain your commitment to your craft despite the world's distractions and challenges. The impact of life circumstances. Life has a way of throwing obstacles in our path when we least expect it. Whether it's a job loss, a family crisis, financial troubles, or personal health issues, external circumstances can feel overwhelming and discouraging. Resistance thrives in these moments, convincing us that we are powerless and that it's impossible to move forward. However, it is in these difficult times that the professional mindset becomes essential. Take the story of Amanda, an aspiring novelist who had been working on her book for months. Just as she was nearing the end of her manuscript, Amanda's mother fell seriously ill, and Amanda was forced to divide her time between caring for her mother and managing her own life. The stress of the situation made it feel impossible to continue her writing. Resistance whispered that now wasn't the right time, that her book would never be finished, and that other priorities were more urgent. Instead of succumbing to this pressure, Amanda decided to honor her commitment to her work, even during this difficult period. She carved out small pockets of time in her day to write, sometimes only 15 or 20 minutes, during the moments when her mother rested or when things were calmer. Slowly but surely, Amanda completed her manuscript, even while managing the challenges life had thrown at her. Though the process was slow and difficult, her persistence paid off. She was able to finish the book, and it was later published, receiving positive feedback for its emotional depth and authenticity. Amanda's story highlights that while life circumstances may shift our priorities temporarily, they do not have to derail our dreams. By finding small ways to continue the work, even in the face of adversity, she was able to maintain her momentum and honor her commitment to her craft. The pressure of societal expectations. In today's world, societal pressures can often act as an external form of resistance. These pressures tell us how we should live, what we should prioritize, and what success looks like. They can make us feel like our goals are too unconventional or that we must follow a prescribed path to be considered successful. The societal narrative often discourages individuality and creativity in favor of conformity. Consider the story of David, a successful lawyer in his mid-30s. On the outside, David appeared to have it all: a stable career, a comfortable lifestyle, and the respect of his peers. But David wasn't happy. His true passion had always been painting, and he had dreamed of becoming a professional artist for years. However, societal pressure told him that he should stay in his well-paying job, that his artistic pursuits were just hobbies, and that he would be foolish to abandon a secure career for something so uncertain. Resistance took the form of these external expectations, making David feel guilty for considering a career change. But David realized that living for others' approval was keeping him stuck. He decided to turn pro in his own life. He began painting in his spare time, dedicating weekends to improving his craft, and slowly started building a portfolio. Eventually, David took the leap and left his law career behind to pursue art full-time. His paintings were soon displayed in galleries, and David became known for his unique style. David's story is a powerful reminder that societal pressures can act as a form of resistance. They tell us what we should do, but true fulfillment often lies in following our own path. By choosing to embrace his passion, David was able to overcome societal expectations and create a life that was aligned with his true purpose. The challenge of financial stability. For many, the fear of financial instability is a significant form of external resistance. The need to earn a steady income and the fear of losing financial security can prevent us from taking the risks necessary to pursue our dreams. Resistance amplifies this fear, making it seem like a foolish choice to leave a stable job or take a financial risk for the sake of pursuing a passion or starting a business. Take the example of Jasmine, a graphic designer who had always dreamed of opening her own design studio. She was working a 9-to-5 job at a marketing agency, earning a good salary and enjoying some job security. However, she felt unfulfilled and longed for the creative freedom that running her own business could offer. Resistance told her that leaving her stable job would be reckless, that she would fail, and that she couldn't afford to take that risk. Instead of listening to resistance, Jasmine took a strategic approach. She saved money for several months to create a financial cushion that would allow her to take the leap without risking her financial stability. She worked late nights on her business plan, built her portfolio, and networked with potential clients. Eventually, when she felt confident that she had a foundation to support her transition, Jasmine left her job and opened her design studio. The first few months were tough, but her perseverance and planning allowed her to build a sustainable business. Today, Jasmine's studio is thriving, and she has the creative freedom she always desired. Jasmine's story demonstrates that financial fear is often a tool of resistance, meant to keep us in the comfort zone. While financial stability is important, it is possible to take calculated risks and create a bridge to your dreams. Planning and preparation can help you overcome the financial resistance that keeps you from pursuing your goals. The influence of family and friends. Resistance also comes in the form of well-meaning advice from family and friends. While these individuals often want the best for us, their fears and concerns can create a subtle but powerful form of external resistance. They may doubt your abilities, question your choices, or even push you toward a more conventional path that seems safer or more normal. Consider the case of Sarah, a talented musician who dreamed of touring the world with her band. Sarah's parents, however, were concerned about her career choice. They feared that the music industry was too unstable and that she would struggle to make a living. Resistance showed up in the form of their concerns, making Sarah question her dreams. Should she listen to her family and pursue a real job? Or should she continue pursuing her passion for music, despite their doubts? In the end, Sarah made the decision to follow her heart. She understood that while her family's concerns came from a place of love, they were not the ones who had to live her life. She continued to work on her music, played gigs at local venues, and slowly built a following. After several years of hard work, Sarah's band was offered a record deal, and they toured internationally. Her perseverance and willingness to ignore the doubts of others helped her overcome the external resistance that threatened to derail her dreams. Sarah's story highlights the importance of following your own path, even when the people closest to you don't understand your choices. While it's important to listen to advice, it's equally important to trust your instincts and stay true to your vision. The role of environment and culture. Our environment, both physical and cultural, can also serve as a form of external resistance. The places we live, the communities we belong to, and the culture we are part of can either support or hinder our goals. A lack of support or understanding from those around us can make it difficult to stay focused and committed to our dreams. Take the story of Omar, a young filmmaker who grew up in a small town where creative careers were not viewed as real jobs. The people around him were focused on more traditional professions, and there was little understanding of the challenges and rewards of pursuing a career in filmmaking. Omar struggled to find support for his passion and often felt discouraged by the lack of recognition for his work. Despite these challenges, Omar made a conscious decision to overcome the resistance of his environment. He sought out like-minded individuals online, attended filmmaking workshops, and gradually built a network of supportive mentors and peers. Eventually, Omar moved to a larger city where he could find more opportunities in the film industry. Today, he works as an independent filmmaker, creating documentaries that highlight social issues. Omar's journey proves that even in an unsupportive environment, it is possible to overcome external resistance by seeking out the right resources, support, and community. Conclusion: embracing the challenges of external resistance. External resistance is often unavoidable, but it is not insurmountable. By recognizing how external factors, life circumstances, societal pressures, financial fears, family and friend concerns, and cultural limitations can affect our journey, we gain the power to navigate them more effectively. The key is to stay true to your vision, maintain focus on your goals, and find ways to work through external obstacles without letting them dictate your actions. Resistance may show up in many forms, but the professional understands that it's not the challenges themselves that define their success. It's how they respond to those challenges. With determination, discipline, and a willingness to confront the world's distractions, you can move past the external forces that seek to derail your progress and continue on the path to success. Thank you for listening, and please like the video and subscribe for more great upcoming content that will put you in top 1% people in the world.